Day 5. I woke to the whistle again. Short, precise. A summons or a code. But this time someone answered. 2 streets away, a low reply. 3 notes. Like the neighborhood had become a map of sounds and I was the only one who couldn't read it yet. My body still ached from the fall on the bridge. Uncle Suyen, I wrapped it with an alcohol damp cloth and a strip from my shirt. It doesn't fix pain. It fools the brain. Pain is just another noise. And noise can be silenced. Heavy clouds at dawn. The bridge fire still clung to the air. Notebook, pipe, backpack. I had to move. Not to scout. To relocate. My house had become a mark. During the night, new prints crossed the ash I'd spread in the hallway. Dry. 3 sets. 1 in boots. Observation, no. 11. The difference between a hideout and a trap is how long it takes you to realize you been found. Morning. Changing shelter. The plan was simple. Cross the neighborhood to the old city hall. Solid building, narrow windows, fire stairs, goosette lines, few entries. But to get there I had to pass the central square, a hot zone. The street looked empty, but the silence had shape, not absence. Waiting. The kind that makes your heart hide inside your chest. I crossed low. Charred poles like crosses. Cold wind dragging wet newspapers. Humanitarian aid arrives tomorrow. Tomorrow. A word that lost its meaning. At the corner, a flipped van blocked half the street. Handprints dried on the glass. Behind it, movement. Small. Slow. A boy. 12, maybe 13. Thin. Filthy. Breathing hard. Carrying a backpack in a rusted bar. When he saw me, he stepped back, pointing the pipe. Hey, I murmured. I don't want to fight. 2 men burst from a house. One with a shotgun. One with a knife. The boy was bait. Primera. Traene. First shot shattered a car window to my left. Second cracked the pavement by my foot. I dove behind a dumpster. Breath sharp. Footsteps closed in fast. I dropped a shard of glass behind me into the right alley, then sprinted left. They chased the wrong sound. I stopped only when the silence grew heavy again. Hunger turns men into animals. Despair teaches them to hunt. I slipped into an abandoned townhouse overlooking the square. From there I saw it all. The 2 men returning with the boy, one shoved him, he fell, the other stripped his backpack. They laughed. A dry, empty sound. The boy didn't cry. He stared at the ground. Then the shotgun leveled and fired, clean cold. The echo rang like a church bell. The body fell by the dry fountain. Then, nothing. Rule no. 15. Innocence doesn't survive the end of the world. Only different levels of hunger do. Afternoon. The building. I waited for them to vanish, then moved. The square smelled of leaves and blood. The boy's backpack lay. Terry inside, spoiled food. A notebook. A flashlight with no batteries in the side pocket. A hand-drawn map with red arrows and 1 word. Refuge. 3 blocks ahead, a building marked with a triangle inside a circle. I sketched the symbol in my notebook and headed on. Streets narrowed. Buildings leaning like sharing secrets. No wind, only footsteps. I reached the building. The symbol was on the door, black. Knocked slowly. No answer. Pushed open. Inside. Warm, stale air, mold and gasoline. Hallway with old mattresses. Piles of clothes, food scraps, cans, chicken bones. But no people. Up Daystar's 2nd floor. Dark. Mirror. To the corner shadows. Breathing. I don't want to fight, I whispered. Just water. Click. A slide. Racked a woman's voice. Who sent you here? No one. I saw the mark. Silence. 1 step. She emerged. About 30, hair-tied bark, hollow eyes, small pistol in hand. Behind her, an older man wounded, bandage soaked red. Hands, she said. Primera. Rai said them. She studied me, gun still up. Food a little, boiled water. She exhaled uncertain, then lowered the gun. Up, slowly. Human beings still recognize sincerity. It just changes whether you die fast or slow. Night, the refuge. The floor looked like a makeshift base. Mattresses, a table with bottles, and in the corner a larger radio working. She nodded toward it. We got a northern signal yesterday. They're building a route. Who's they? I asked. People, not dead. A big group. You contacted them? She shook her head. If they hear us, they'll know we're here. If they know, they'll come. Not to help. The wounded man coughed, wet, ugly. She looked at him with fear and pity. Her hand touched the gun. Primera, on the horse. She hesitated, looked at me like asking permission without words. He still talks, she said. For now, I answered. Observation no. 12. The end of the world. Didn't he erase our humanity? It put it on trial. Later, while she slept, the radio hissed. A man's voice broke through. Sector L. Coordinates. Evacuation routes. Survivors. Until dawn. Then silence? I wrote it down. When I looked up, the wounded man was staring at me, eyes glossy, unmoving. His mouth opened, breath quickening. She woke to the noise. His body jerked. She drew the gun. One shot, then another. The echoes were swallowed by the walls. Silence. Gunpowder and blood. She dropped to her knees, shaking. He was bitten yesterday, she whispered. I couldn't. I put a hand on her shoulder. In times like these, words don't matter. Rule no. 16. Sometimes, killing is the last act of love left. Pre-dawn the new alliance. We stayed quiet for hours. Rain returned, the radio stayed mute. She cleaned the gun with trembling hands, then looked at me. Do you plan to keep going alone? I don't know what alone means anymore. Then stay until morning. For the first time, I shared the bread the Saved scenes. Day 1. Bitter but eating beside someone made the world feel less dead. Today I learned, solitude protects the body and ruins the mind, and without a mind, no weapon matters. Before sleep, I wrote, Day 5. The living kill more than the dead, but some still hesitate before pulling the trigger. And as long as there's hesitation, maybe there's something human left in what remains.